2, 1. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It is Mastermind with Subto students. Hi, Carly.
Hi.
Hi.
We get both Brileys. Yay.
Cameo appearance.
What?
I'm making a cameo appearance.
I love it.
We're so happy to have you.
Oh, thank
We
you.
are. Yes.
What's been going on with you?
Yeah, what has
We
been
haven't
going
seen
on with
you. We have not seen you in weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I haven't even been in the comments or anything.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I've just been really busy.
Doing what?
I've been really busy working on some projects.
When's the big reveal?
When's the big reveal?
Do we get to find out what the projects are?
Oh, huh? What'd you say?
What are the projects?
I'm working on a multi-family project in Dallas. Raising some money.
Mm-hmm.
Doing big things. That closes out in probably the next couple weeks. So
Cool.
We're getting last few people who want in it.
Yep.
Really excited about that.
So tell us about it. I want to know about this multifamily project.
Yeah, it's 168 units in Addison, which is literally like right up the road from us, like 20 minutes away. It's a super pretty asset. It's on a golf course. It's like in almost pristine condition. It's a value add. So we're just like increasing amenities and smart packages and washer and dryers and all the things. And so it's just a really good opportunity for those who want to be a part of like bigger deals to get in on this, because our lead sponsor, her primary check writer is like $500,000, $250,000, and our minimums are not like that. So yeah, send me a DM. Put my Instagram in the chat, could you?
At Carolyn, is it .Briley?
Carolyn.Briley.
Yeah.
So that's been the biggest thing. Kids are back in school. I know your girls are back in school. Praise the Lord.
God.
Praise the
Oh
Lord.
my God. Myron the other day on the last Zoom was like, "You have 2 kids, right?" And he's like, I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It sounds like there's 8." And I'm like, I know. It feels like there's 8. There's just 2.
Yeah.
So
we had a really awesome meetup last weekend.
Yeah, you did with Case.
It was really cool. Dawn was there, although I didn't really get to like even. Dawn was so busy having a crowd of people around her. She's in the back. Let her in.
Dawn freaking
She literally
Walker.
Walk in from the parking lot or the parking garage, and literally like 5 or 6 people just went to her and stopped her like mid walk.
Y'all are over exaggerating.
Dawn, you got to learn the run. That's when I taught you the run. What important places to be.
The juke. Got to do the juke and spin.
I remember that every time in the back of my head. Every time I need to go somewhere, if they run, they can't talk to me.
They
Spin
might
and run.
Yeah.
This was at
her alter ego is Dawn.
What is it? Can we say it?
Dan.
I said her alter ego is Dawn.
Dawn?
Dawn.
Dawn?
Yours is Carl. Mine's
You're Carol.
Carol.
Oh yes. Yes.
I don't think
Who is Myron?
I don't really like that.
Yeah, no one's
Ron.
Ron. It's Ron.
You're Ron.
Yeah.
Or what is it when people miss the name more
Moron.
when they do the O and the I? I like Ron better.
Yeah, Ron's better.
Oh my gosh.
Our alter egos need a rendezvous.
It was a good meetup. It was a good meetup.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice to have that inside. I was like, wait, people are inside? I was like, oh, yes.
I know. We thought they were going to kick us out, and then we're like, screw it. We just took over the place. So
yeah,
we came in.
It was good.
But yeah.
That's exciting.
Busy things. How are you, Dawn?
Busy. So busy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dispo and Dawn.
Dispo Dawn. You
Yes,
look at me.
I am Dispo Don. I have been not dispo.
Disco Dawn. It's getting better.
It's getting better. See, Carly, we cannot be on the
I
same
know.
Zoom together.
No,
Um,
I can't.
but yes, if anybody wants a house that Pace is buying or any other properties that is in the program, let me know. I am the one to connect you to being a buyer. So if you're looking for a property anywhere in the US and we have it, I will send it to you. So if you're looking for a property in Clarksville, Tennessee, reach out. Or Kyle, Texas. That one's a good one.
In Surprise, Arizona.
And Surprise, Arizona. If someone's looking for a property in Surprise, Arizona.
And Colleen, Texas. I still need to get the details.
Yeah, you need to send me the details for that. That would be great. Yeah, but there's so many properties coming down the pipeline. So
That's
yeah.
so exciting. Dispo Dawn.
Look who's back.
Well. Look
on
who's
his pretend phone
decided to
call.
show up.
That was such a pretend phone
Mr.
call.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I wish it was a deal.
I wish it was a deal. An ordeal, more like it.
Mm-hmm.
You're the big deal on the phone.
Yeah, or Panama City. If anybody wants a beach house in Panama City, well, not beach, but like a block away.
Oh, Panama City. I have buyers for there. I just disposed a deal there.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hey,
let me know.
yeah. So, Jose, this is Dispo Dawn. Dan.
Dispo Dan.
We renaming it? Got a new tag?
I'm not naming it. Everybody else is naming it.
Your alter ego. We need to find Jose's alter ego.
Yeah, I'm going to do ayahuasca to figure that one out.
Yes, please.
I thought you already did that.
Yeah, it's a 2-year thing.
It's an annual.
Oh, got it.
Okay, biannual thing.
Every year, biannual.
I don't know, I'm thinking
John,
like.
Hold on. John asked, is Surprise a creative deal?
Okay, so that one is we're trying to find a primary buyer. However, if someone wants to take it over as a creative, then there's potential for that. We just have to change the terms of the contract. So yes, John, if you are interested, reach out to me. Just keep in mind, guys, none of these are cash flowing properties. Okay.
These are
So
homesteads.
all the ones that are getting sent to Pace for the majority are non-cash flowing because that's what he's trying to do is take all of these properties over that, other wholesalers or people have under contract that can't find a buyer for, because most generally what type of buyer fits for those properties? It's going to be a homestead buyer or an investor that isn't necessarily looking for cash flow, but they're looking for some other option like a depreciation or appreciation, some other benefit. So yes, if you are interested in one of the properties that Pace has, just keep in mind that they're more than likely not going to cash flow, but they are still good properties. So reach out. Let me know if you need anything. There's my Instagram down there if you have questions.
Reach out at John Walker Fan Club on Instagram.
No.
Just kidding. Don't do that one. You won't get it, actually. Just follow it, though.
And John, I can send you, have him jump in.
John, just jump on to the Zoom or the live with us.
Ooh.
That'll be fun.
And did you send him the link?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Of course.
Dawn, now that we're on that topic, if I just got a lead 256, so I got into my DMs. It doesn't cash flow, 3.25 interest rate, but it's in an HOA community. Still fine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's the process. I'm going to break this down for everybody. I get to be like Pace, where if someone says, hey, I have a property that doesn't cash flow, I can say, yes, send it. But remember that the process is going to go through our appraisers and our underwriters to look at these deals. So while I could say yes to something, to send it into the group, it does not mean it's going to get to me. But I can look and see if I have a buyer ready to go for that area. So Jose, if I go look in our buyers list right now, I can tell you, hey, I have 10 buyers, or hey, I have 5 that kind of match the parameters of this deal. then you can decide if you actually want to submit it, or if you have time, let's say on your inspection period, then that allows the underwriters to go through the process and to see what the terms are to figure out what the highest and best use would be, so I can dispo it effectively. Does that make sense?
And I don't, as a closer, I don't want to put pressure on you guys either. What's a good, comfortable inspection term, closing date for anybody that's out there looking at this?
I would say the second you get it under contract, submit it, right? Because then it gives you time to be able to find a buyer yourself. And it also gives us time to see if we have anybody in there. Or before you get something under contract, you can reach out to me and be like, hey, do you have any buyers for this? It doesn't cash flow. I don't want to get it under contract and then have to cancel. That is ideal as well. So the other point about that is that, guys, when you're sending these potential deals or these contracts that you have on that are non-cash flowing, remember that if you can't find a buyer for a $20,000 assignment, then don't expect to get a $20,000 assignment if we help you get a buyer, right? Because if it's already a non-cash flowing, don't just send us your trash. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to be able to put people into homes that can't otherwise qualify, or to find a buyer like maybe John that would be interested in it as an investor. But don't get greedy just because Pace said he may buy it. You know, try to look at the terms of the deal as you would with anybody else. Like, hey, the entry on this needs to be 10%, ideally 8% or less, right? So that way we have room to be able to do what we need to do. And if we have to renegotiate with you on the wholesale fee, then we will. Either if there's room, we'll add ours on top, or we'll negotiate with you to be like, hey, we need to break this down a little bit better. Like, here's what we're thinking you would get. This is what we would get, and split it effectively. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if he gets a lead, can he just say, Don, I got a lead in this area. You know, do you have a couple buyers there already, or would you have to go work? Because Dawn is not just like, she has buyers in her pocket right now, but she also has the capability to work that market.
Yep.
And find additional buyers.
Yep. So if you're worried about locking something up because it is non-cash flowing and you know you don't have buyers yourself, reach out to me before you lock that up so no one loses any money, or to see what options we have available at our disposal with our current buyers list. Or if I'm confident, like, ooh, I know so many people that would be interested in this, but maybe not as a primary, but as an investment, right? And if we can renegotiate terms, then that's even better, right? So, you know, if I have time to maybe run a campaign, then I'll run that. I can run a campaign and try to find buyers as a homestead or as investors. So I just need time to market it if you get it under contract.
Beautiful. Okay.
What's up, John?
John Herr.
Hi, guys. I'm here for the Don Walker fan club.
Yes.
Did I make it to the right room?
I'm going
You
to
are
kill
the
Mike.
correct place. We are
Yeah.
all
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
here.
This is it.
Red face.
I'm here
Oh,
for it.
man. If Mike only
This
knew
board,
how
like-
far this goes.
A gold star. John, gold star, bro. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. What did I miss?
Ugh.
We were talking about this Surprise Arizona creative deal that you
Mhm.
asked about. So
Yeah. So
Is it a surprise, or can we hear about this?
you can hear about it.
It's a surprise.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
So it is on the
Gotcha.
northwestern side, so above Sun City, right? So it's a little bit past. It's in a newer development. But Pace ended up buying this on a lease option himself. So he would have to execute the option, but if you wanted to buy it creatively, then you could probably either mirror the terms
Mhm.
and then take it over. The only thing that you would have to do is you have to come to the table with what he came to the table with, which was like $60,000. If you can pay that off, then you can have the same terms that he got it for.
Makes sense.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a really cool house. You want me to send you the details?
Yeah, please. Yeah, my number.
I will do that. We'll send it.
Yeah, I
John.
just got back from. Yeah.
What's been going on? We haven't
Yeah,
talked
what are
in
you up to?
5 days.
I was in Houston for HostCon.
How was that?
Yeah.
Never
You
going
ski?
back to Houston again.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, bro.
It's the weather. I don't know how you guys live out there.
Where do you live? Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston's a hot box.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
So maybe I'll try Dallas next.
Yes.
Are you going to go to Squat Up in Dallas?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I will see everybody there.
Heck yeah.
Everyone's coming here.
I
That's
know.
so exciting.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be
a big
fun.
pre-game meetup.
Oh boy.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably come in like. So I have a partner that's interested in auto bodies. So I'm gonna come and like check out a few auto bodies
Nice.
beforehand.
That's cool.
So he said, "Hey, I'll buy a house from you creatively if you could find me an auto body shop." So
This can make a lot of
Myron,
money.
I need your help.
That's awesome.
Um,
How many does he have?
he has 2 right now in Los Angeles. So if we could find him one there, he'll move his family out there, and then we could sell the ones here.
Got it. Is it specialty or is it just auto body?
Auto body collisions. So he works with insurance agents.
Got it.
Interesting.
Cool.
Good gig.
I haven't heard of anybody looking for auto bodies before.
Mm-mm.
So I'm kind of transitioning from real estate to business buying.
Yeah.
Speaking of
How's it
business,
been going?
Amazing.
do you want a sprinter business?
I saw that. I was gonna message you.
Yeah. Trying to
I
sell it
know.
as a business instead of just 2 plain
So here's what I
sprinters.
was thinking. You know how LA is kind of central to like Joshua Tree and Big Bear. I was
Yeah.
thinking like, hey, why don't you rent an awesome sprinter van to go to your cabin
Yeah.
or A-frame?
All your friends.
So
They can sleep in it. There's 2 queen beds in one of them, which is wild.
Yeah.
Whoa.
For
pretty
that
cool.
small of a thing.
I'm gonna do some more research later to see how much we could cash flow, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
What would you do? Would you park it in the lot? Just grab like vacant land, fence it up?
No, so I'll just have people that are here in Los Angeles rent it on their way to like Big Bear or Joshua Tree.
Yeah. And you can put it on like Outdoorsy, which is like Airbnb for RVs. I can help you with that because I've been doing it for a year and I've learned how to maximize profits on there. So happy
Okay.
to help.
Let's get on a call later.
Yeah. And the guy selling it is like graphic designer. So he has like a bunch of graphics built out for it. He was going to do an apparel line. Sprinter Tribe is what it's called.
Aww.
And he has the URL and he'll like build out the website and do all the graphics for it. If you want to buy a business.
Could we structure a creative deal where
Yes.
it'll be like an annuity deal?
Possibly. He's open to anything.
Okay. Let's
We
talk.
want to sell it as a business instead of 2 sprinters. So let's talk.
Yeah, because I have an SBA lender,
Yeah.
so maybe we could work something out.
We should talk. Yes.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, I just want to come and say hi on the Don Walker fan club.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for
So-
joining our Don Walker.
Where?
It was good to see you.
Hey, send me your email, John. Text it to me.
I will. Good seeing you guys. I'll see you guys
Bye,
later.
John.
Good to see you too, John.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Why?
Oh boy.
Don Walker fan club.
Carly, you keep talking like that. You're gonna have your own fan club too. You just watch out.
Fan club.
She already does.
Oh, she does, but now it's gonna be public.
Not
it's
like
gonna
Dawn.
be everywhere. Whatever.
What else is going on? Myron, can we talk about your birthday party?
Yes.
I want to hear all about your
Things
birthday party.
Clunking around. Number one thing I want to do is, and I'll start marketing it this weekend. It basically whoever wants to do this, okay, jump on to the Zoom, and I'll max it out. You can get on the Zoom and just talk about your business. So if you're like Carly's doing real estate, right? Carly's doing Wheel Estate. So jump on there.
Sorry, what?
Wheel Estate.
Okay.
What was I saying it wrong?
No. I just
Just
want
always
to
say it again.
Sounds
It
like
was
you have a
really-
speech impediment.
Wheel Estate.
Real estate. It's like my 4-year-old talking.
Realistic.
But
Well, look who showed up. Mr. Cool Guy in his blue sunglasses.
Blue eyes over here.
What's up, guys?
Blue's Clues over here. What's up?
So Myron's telling us about his birthday party.
Myron, when is your birthday? Just so everyone knows.
November 29th.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
And where do you guys live again?
Dallas, Texas.
Just
Don't say your street,
Just
Carolyn.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what's happening. But anyways,
I don't
at
understand.
the end of November, I want to have a Zoom birthday party where you all can come on and just have a little section, 30 minutes, something like that, 30, 45 minutes, up to you. And you can talk about your business and just invite it's basically like this, like what we're doing right now. But I want to grab some more people. Like I talked to Jabs last night. Jabs is one of the first people, actually the first person who really, really helped us and Subto.
Oh.
And I said, hey, dude, will you do me the honor of being on the Zoom for my birthday? And he's going to come on. And just some other people that are, they can talk or they'll offer their services or whatever. And just a place to push and help promote other people is really what I want to do.
I love it.
Sound fun?
Great idea.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, that'll
hear
come up
about-
at the end of November.
are we going to hear about the LOI blaster and the new developments with that in November? Also,
I want to do that.
And
We'll see
maybe-
how that goes.
good. I want to make sure we all hear about yours too. How's
Yeah.
that going?
It's going good. Man, just to like really develop an app is just taking a lot of money, like a lot more money than I thought it would. And so we're just it's not as easy as like a weekend thing. Like it's taking a lot more time and a lot more money. So all day yesterday, we're gonna launch a new add-on. I don't know if it'll be free yet. I need to figure that part out. But you know how when you get a list from PropStream and sometimes it's missing agent data, right?
Mhm.
I'm done developing it. I just have to put some finishing touches. But you'll be able to click a button and it will help you find that missing information.
Yeah.
So I call it the agent finder or agent scout, something like that. So I've been working all week getting that done. Huh?
I was gonna say all the hours.
Yeah. I called Jose yesterday. I was like, I can't even talk actually. I was like trying to say something like I never mind. I can't even talk.
Has
my
yourself
fried.
Yeah, you can fry yourself completely. You want to say something and your mouth just doesn't cooperate.
That's literally every day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Brain doesn't work.
yeah, that's what's going on at the moment, and I'm excited for this beta test multifamily blaster. I know we're gonna see some success with that, and I had a Zoom yesterday morning with the LOI blaster people, and I was like, the thing that I don't want to do is start selling stuff that I don't use, right? If I sell something and I'm like, well, I hope it works. Like I don't want to be that person. I want to use the stuff, successfully use the stuff that I sell. So that's my biggest thing. Just have some ethics about what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
I think that's so huge. And why develop something that you're not going to use? Like if you're not using it,
Why would I buy it?
Yeah.
why would anyone else use it? You know? So,
Exactly. I'm interested in where Mike Jackson is going.
Yeah. Oh, they're your country club?
Yeah. You know, play golf.
Are you going to the country club?
He wishes he was playing golf right now.
Tea time.
No, I'm going to the yacht club.
Oh,
No,
It's the
In
good
Austin, yeah. Uh-huh.
even better.
no,
Aren't the yachts?
playing.
Uh-huh.
No, I have a very interesting deal that I'm working on, and I had to drive out to Elgin to go meet with this seller, and it's a land deal in Austin, kind of by the domain. It's about an acre of land on 2 parcels, and it's a very interesting story. I'm happy to tell the story.
Or lose signal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, what a cliffhanger.
Right.
Right
Tell the
when it was
story, Mike.
What's that?
Tell the story.
Okay, cool. So this was a lead that was generated from Pace's Next Gen Challenge. And the seller is 85 years old. He's owned this property for 40 plus years. He bought this thing for like $10,000. And it's since been developed around it. It's right by the domain, which is a really big mall in Austin. And he's looking to sell it outright. He's tried to sell it a couple times. He's listed it for $3 million, then $2 million, and then I think he dropped it down to about $700,000 per property, per lot, and still no bites. So what he did is he leased the property to the guy who owns a construction company next door for $1,500 a month. Okay,
That's so cheap.
month to month. What this guy has done is he has turned it into a food court, like a food truck court. And he has 13 food trucks on it that are each paying $1,500 a month.
Oh my god.
And then he's also leasing some of the space for storage. There are those big shipping containers.
Whoa.
Oh.
Dude,
Dang it, Mike.
get back on here. Right now.
Freaking NSA, man.
We lost him.
What a great idea.
There he is.
Yes.
Sorry, guys, I was getting a phone call from the potential partner on that deal. So this guy's making, call it 20 grand in revenue on a monthly basis, and he's paying $1,500 a month.
Dude.
Why is he selling this?
He's 85. He says he just wants to be done with it. I met up with his daughter.
I don't think he knows that it was being sublet, right?
He wasn't aware that it was as big as it was, the food truck court, but he's also been leasing it to this guy for 5 years. That goes to show how often he's actually going by this property.
Yeah.
Right.
So, realistically, the lots aren't worth 1.8, which is really what he wants for it. But having said that, there's a lot of cash flow being generated from it that is willing to stay on those 2 lots, meaning that the food trucks want to continue to stay. And they'll sign extensions, and they're on 1-year leases each. So, I have some ideas on ways to structure it, but I don't think it's a straight purchase. I don't think that 1.8 is justified for it by any means.
No.
It's not really a developable. Is that a word? You're not really able to.
It is now.
It is now. There's not a whole lot that you can do with it. It's not fronting a street, a major street at least. It's kind of in the back. So other than like self-storage or something like that, maybe an office or something like that, it's not really going to work. Plus, it's just too expensive. So I don't know. I mean, I think that a play here could be just to turn into a lessee on this thing, lease it for, instead of $1,500, maybe $5,000. Maybe he's okay with that. And then possibly keep an option on the property to buy it at some point at an agreed upon price. Maybe not 1.8, but maybe 1.5 or something like that. And if we can either rezone it or potentially the market just goes up in value, then there's that opportunity as well. But I think that locking it down with built-in cash flow may not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I love that story, dude.
So here's the other side of the story. The other side of the story is that I drove all the way out to Elgin, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away from me. Called the guy at 12 o'clock, which is when he was supposed to show up, and he goes, "Wait, we're meeting today?" I said, "Yeah, and he lives 45 minutes away."
Yeah.
So
at least it's for this type of deal instead of showing a traditional real estate deal where it's like, oh, I'm opening a door to show you this house, and they're like, well, that was today. That happened all the time.
that
Oh
bugs.
no.
But anyway, luckily he showed up.
Yeah, he's gonna show up. He's not too far.
Yeah. So
Good
that's
luck,
what I was
man.
doing.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
So you met with his daughter?
Mike,
I'm sorry.
can I ask a question?
Yeah, I'd love to. Love you too. Thank you.
Should I? What?
He's joking. Just ask the question, Myron.
No, I do.
Okay.
No, seriously,
This-
I do want you to ask the
This
question.
came from Prop AI.
This came from Prop AI.
That's so cool. Were you running land through it?
No, so this wasn't even my team. This was someone who is in Subto, who's a closer for another team. And since I'm in Austin, she reached out to me. She's not local to Austin. But I don't know what the criteria was that they searched. I feel like it was
Vacant
it's
land.
it's not categorized as vacant land though. That's what's interesting, is that there's a very small house on it. It's zoned residential, not vacant land.
Got it.
So I had a meeting with the planning commission today to discuss it, but I think that it's just a unoccupied piece of property.
Got it. Interesting. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I didn't even think to run land through that system, just houses.
Well,
So-
and by the way, I wasn't being facetious in any way. I do want you guys to ask questions about this because I'm still trying to wrap my head around this deal a little bit. And if you guys see another avenue, I would love to discuss it, because I'm not seeing a purchase option here. I don't see that as being viable.
Based on the building blocks that you made with your story, I'm still missing the base of the land being leased out at $1,500 a month monthly. Like, without that, the rest of everything else doesn't have a foundation to be able to you're buying a business on air.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And I spent about 30 minutes during our meeting trying to convince these guys to not even sell it, but just to break that lease with the person who's subletting it to all
And
of the
be
food
direct.
trucks.
Or not
Yeah,
even,
and just do that
redo it.
themselves. I mean, shoot, that's the business right there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
because look, the food trucks don't want to move. If it's a month to month, the owner has the right to say, "Hey, I'm not leasing it back to you." Right? He can say, "No, I'm not. I'm going to go a different direction," and then go to the food truck people and be like, "Hey, why don't you guys stay? Sign the lease, and you guys can maybe move a little bit, like get into a better part of the lot. I don't know, or add more."
Make an excuse for improvements.
Yeah.
To break the lease.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Putting more
I'm
gravel
su-
down, leveling it.
So I learned today that in Austin, you have 1,000 square feet per property, per lot in this case, that you can develop without having to go create site plans. If you were to go create site plans, you have to pay a minimum of $12,000 up to $24,000, with a 4 to 6 month approval time frame to develop anything more. And so what we were really thinking about here is what should be developed on the piece of land. Is it more parking, or is it an eating area that just needs to be more defined? But Jose, I think you're right. I think that this is really a business as opposed to a piece of land.
Yep.
And I mean, shoot, if I had to pay that guy $5,000 on a monthly, lease, and then I can sublet it to someone else and make potentially $10,000 a month, that's not a bad deal either.
Yeah. Now, where in relation to the domain, like how How close is it to that thoroughfare right there?
It is. So you know where Jollyville is?
Uh-huh.
Jollyville's like one street over from the thoroughfare. It's in between the thoroughfare and Jollyville.
Oh. So away from Top Golf, right?
On the other side of the thoroughfare.
That's
Whatever,
such a
is
good
that-
spot.
Is that 183? I think.
It's Mopac.
Yeah. What number is that? I still don't know that.
1.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a pretty good location. It's not. You're not going to get a lot of foot traffic. You are going to get a lot of people who come from the offices locally. So you do need some parking. There's some litigation between the partners who own the lease or who have the current lease, and it's just causing some trouble. For not necessarily for the owner, but there's some infighting, and I think it'd be so easy just to break that lease and take it over personally, just manage it yourself.
So the person leasing is in a lawsuit with who?
2 partners.
His own independent partners. No one that's really tied to the property.
I think that they are on the lease. I think it's like an entity that's on the lease, and I think they are part of that entity.
Yeah, I would get that guy out of there if it were me.
I would too. Yeah, I would too. So
And zoning, being
This-
a single-family residence and having a bunch of food trucks on there, what's the operation looking like as far as zoning? Is that anything illegal?
So I had a Zoom meeting today with the planning department, and what they were saying is that the city of Austin is very lenient on food trucks because they want to support small businesses. So even though it's a business on a residential piece of land, they don't care.
And unless there's complaints.
Unless there's complaints. There have been a couple of code violations. I think they mentioned the word dumping. So I assume that has to do with trash or things like that just haven't been cleaned up. But what I would do in this case is one of 2 things. Either you hire someone to manage it for you, or what you do is you have a lease with the tenants, the food trucks, and say, look, your lease is $1,500. I'll decrease it by a couple $100 if you take care of the area for us. Those people are on site all day, every day. They're going to keep a good eye on it, make sure there's no riffraff. And if you have to step in, you can do that. But I mean, it seems like, I don't know. I told him, I was like, I wish I was in your shoes. Because I'd love to own this thing and have the ability to sell it if I had to, but also get that cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of like food permitting type of thing that leaser needs to have food trucks there?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
Wild.
Nothing. There's a food truck that is trying to bring in some sort of a beer garden. And so that creates some issues potentially, I think.
You get
Alcohol.
PABC and all of that.
I would need my insurance to be, as the owner, very, very tight. And, if something happens as a result of someone drinking on your property, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But there are no issues from a legal standpoint at all. I think that the person who has the current lease is smart. They have a $1,500 lease on an acre of land in Austin. And why not do what he did? The owner's upset because he's not making that money. So I was just like, why don't you be the guy who's making that money instead?
But how could the owner be upset if his lease is month to month? He could restructure this thing at any time.
He's 85. I mean, the guy can barely find this barbecue joint. That's where we negotiate in Texas, by the way, is barbecue joints.
I like it.
I think he's just kind of, he's kind of out of it.
Well,
So,
from what I remember too, the guy that's leasing it from the owner told him that he was just going to store construction equipment there from his guys, right? So that's what he thought was happening.
Correct.
But then he put like 1 or 2 containers on there and then sublet it out to all of these other food trucks. So I would be pissed if I was him too. Like, hey, you either give me a percentage of what's coming in or you get out.
The guy is technically not breaking the lease because everything's month to month.
Right.
Yeah.
100%. So, you know, I don't think this guy's wrong necessarily.
No.
He's just playing the game right.
I agree.
We found the loophole.
Go close that loop, Mike.
Unless the lease says like no subletting.
Right, exactly. My guess is that it did not. The other thing too, which I found interesting, is that the last agent on this deal tried to, what did they say? Basically tried to take ownership of the property somehow. The seller didn't sign power of attorney on anything, but the agent tried to, God, what was the word that they used? I forget. Anyway,
Not eminent domain, is it?
no, it wasn't that. It was something like the agent was taking over. It was sort of like the authority with a power of attorney. He was talking to lenders about the property as if he owned it and things like that.
Whoa.
Yeah. So kind of a crazy story. I mean, I definitely went over there the first time to the food truck court just for the story. And then it got really interesting because everyone loves to be there. The food trucks love to be there. And they want to stay, every single one of them that I talk to. And then I found out about, litigation and zoning and all that stuff. So it's kind of a fun story.
Mike's always finding the interesting ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like unsolved mysteries for like real estate deals or some crap with this guy.
William Shatner of real estate.
I used to love that show, Unsolved Mysteries. That was so good. It would scare the crap out of me as a kid, though.
As a kid?
too.
I'd be like, still at large. And I'd be like, oh my God, he's going to come kill me now.
The ghost ones, I would never fall asleep afterwards. The ghosts.
Yeah, I was like, Daddy, what is unsolved? What does that large mean? And be like, yeah, they're still out there killing people, son. Oh.
That and
Right.
Rescue 911. Did you guys ever watch that?
No.
I like Reno 911.
Yeah,
That's
Reno
a
911.
good one.
You can't watch that as a kid.
Are you sure?
It's so fun.
Yeah, Mike. Depends on the parent.
We know which
Enough-
one Carly
enough about
is.
me.
Loosey goosey parents.
My kids are watching The Simpsons these days. Is that allowed, you think, parents?
Oh my gosh. Myron like grew up on The Simpsons and I was
So did I.
not allowed to watch it.
Yeah, that was a huge
Mike
no-no in my house.
We're not allowed to watch it, and we were, and we would sneak it with them. Got in so much trouble.
We weren't allowed to watch In Living Color or Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Or you
We're
were
not.
Oh, okay.
But we would still like sneak watch it.
Yeah.
We would
What
still
about
watch
Married with Children?
No.
Oh my
That-
god!
I
We
couldn't
grew up
watch that
watching
either.
like Terminator 2 and Total Recall with like the three boobed.
Married with
Lady.
Children was-
We had no boundaries.
Have you looked at the recaps of Al Bundy, those clips?
oh my God.
They're crazy.
They
Yeah.
don't age well.
wild. Like
They don't
no
age
that
well.
would ever exist today.
Yeah. Could you imagine that show being like redone today?
It wouldn't be able to air.
No.
Nothing in the 90s would be able to air.
No.
Dude, it's a Me Too waiting to happen. That's what it is.
It's a,
Yeah, me
We
too.
were-
Round 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Barney's
Me
like the
too.
only thing that would be able to re-air.
Barney.
Oh my God. Please do not
That's
bring up the
probably
purple
question.
dinosaur.
Oh, I'm gonna start sending you some songs.
I love you. You love me.
The cleanup song. We play that one.
Is that from Barney?
Yeah.
Oh
was me.
wow.
That was my
I
I
anthem.
didn't know it's like YouTubed it the other day.
We used to sing that all the time with Charlie, and she was such a good cleaner upper.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday could give 0 F's. He's like, why don't you clean it up.
Exactly.
Who can I get in this house to clean up my stuff?
Drop yogurt.
The
Yeah,
little
exactly.
sister, yeah.
Exactly. That's funny.
What about what was that show? It was like after midnight or something, where it was like the clay wrestling.
Yes.
What was that called?
It was on MTV, wasn't it?
I think so.
Oh, the clay wrestling. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it was all bloody.
I never watched that.
Never watched it.
I did
What
not
did
watch
you
it
guys
very
watch?
much, but I saw it a few times. I'm like, what is this? What if they brought back TRL?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
That's what it was.
That's what it is.
Dawn is on this TRL thing. She was
I
mentioning
am.
this-
I don't know
Who
what it is.
Did you
She
grow
talked
up watching
about it like
it?
a week ago.
Freaking John
Dude, I used to
Daly.
come home. The second I got home, I'd turn on MTV and be like, yes, I didn't miss it.
That and Singled Out.
Oh my God.
Jenny McCarthy in her prime. Absolutely.
Carly,
Yes.
you would have been on Singled Out.
I think I got Singled Out.
Yeah.
Byron.
Why?
How would
Oh,
Carly
man.
be described?
What? How do you guys view me? You guys are all like, yes.
You're even yes.
Why would I be on Singled Out?
You just got singled out, basically.
I did get singled out.
You've got this laid back surfer girl vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably be on The Real World. That was always my dream, to be on The Real World.
What about
Or
Road Rules?
Both of those.
Yep.
Road Rules was good.
Yeah.
That would be my dream.
How about just Jackass?
No.
Hey,
That show got me in so much trouble.
I feel
Carly, you know what you should do? You should like do Road Rules 2.0, but have some sort of
real
with-
estate 2.0.
exactly.
Genius.
You guys, Carolyn's always wanted to have like a traveling podcast. I think all of us should get in an RV and road rules ourselves and podcast it.
That'd
We
be
go-
Texas
we go
for my
from
birthday.
with Carly. We'll start with you and end with me here in Orlando. Go across the fence.
Seattle to Orlando. We'll pick up the
Ooh.
Texans along the way. Or maybe you guys can all just fly to Seattle and we can.
Hey, I was gonna say that's a long way to go
Caravan.
by yourself down to Texas to get all of
Yeah,
us.
we should caravan.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Oh my god.
That would be awesome. What's okay? So we said everyone else's alter ego. What's Mike's?
What is Mike's? I don't know if I can say it on this.
I really want to know.
I don't know. It would be something.
Know it?
No, but it has something to do with like how I was. Remember when we were in Squad Up and we were all talking at that bar
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and what Mike does when he thinks and stuff? I think it would be
Oh.
like something along those lines.
Oh yeah, how I
A nudist?
like Magic Mike?
Not that far. Magic Mike. Yes, that would be it. Magic Mike. Magic Mike. What does Jose know?
I mean, he put his leg up real quick as soon as we said it.
Yes.
my leg's been up.
Uh-huh.
You realize
that
that
was
could
the
go
only
two
way to
different
drive.
ways, right?
That is
With
the only
Magic
way to drive.
with Magic Mike, there's two different, very different examples of that.
Exactly.
You're just leaving them to wonder which one it is.
Exactly.
Double entendre. I get you.
Jose's. I don't know about Jose's.
Jose's
What was
alter
your-
ego?
Wow, what is Jose's?
I was gonna go with like I don't know, Zay or Leo. Or Leon. We could just do Leon.
Leo.
Leon would be a good one.
Yeah, I'm good.
Leon. There you go.
Leo the lion? Leon the lion?
Leon.
To give you an example, Carolyn's is Carol. Carly's is Carl. Mine
Myron's
is
is Ron.
So when I was
What-
managing a call center back in like 2009 or 2008, I was Joe, like for the longest time.
Joe.
And a couple of people would be like calling me Joey.
Why were they calling you Joe? Could they not pronounce Jose?
No, because whenever they'd call back, they'd ask for freaking Juan. So I just set the freaking record straight and would be like, no, it's Joe.
Can we do one?
Can we make it one?
Not Juan Chance, bro. Not happening.
Sorry, you just sealed the deal with that right there. You just sealed the deal. I feel like Mike needs a more gruff one.
One?
I think Magic Mike would agree.
Yeah.
Jack?
Uh,
Nah.
Call him Channing.
Channing.
Mick.
Nick?
Mick. It's Mick. It's not
Oh.
Mike. Mick.
Mick. That's a good one.
Do Mick.
Yeah, Mick's good.
have you guys ever been to Lance Armstrong's coffee shop in Austin?
No.
Who's? Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, do you know what it's called?
Uh-oh.
No, it's called Juan Pelota.
Yeah. One ball.
Oh! I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, Carly.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, it's got to have something to do with him having one ball.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I'm getting mega sidetracked. I need to go pick up children.
I know I do too. I need to do work.
Switch. See you guys soon.
All right.
Love you.
Bye. I'm
Bye.
gonna go too.
I think we're all gonna pop off.
Hey, what
Okay,
do you guys
y'all.
think, by the way, to start renting podcast studios?
Please.
What?
What I want to do is whenever I travel, I want to go rent out a podcast studio and just bring Subto, like local people, Jose, for example, in Orlando, in, and just do recording for an hour or two or whatever. I think it'd be super rad. Anywhere you travel, just rent for an hour or two.
So you know who's doing that in Kalispell is Birdie. You guys know Birdie?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She and some other students, I don't know who she's partnering with, got a place in Kalispell creatively, and they're going to rent it out. And it's going to have a podcast studio.
Sick.
Awesome.
That would be smart for an Airbnb in like places like Austin.
Mm-hmm.
When they don't have a booking, it's like, hey, use it for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for like influencer houses, they do that in LA, I guess, like where they rent out houses by the day to influencers. So they look like they rent their Ferraris and their mansions.
Jerry's finishing up his in the hotel in Puerto Rico
Nice.
at the top floor. It's really sick.
The Subto house in Phoenix has a podcast studio.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work on it. Let's figure something out with that.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
Well, what we should do is just turn an RV into a podcast studio, just like we're talking about.
Traveling, that's right. And let's do it.
10% of all deals go to that.
Yes. I have a bunch right now because it's the end of the season. Go shopping for which one we should do. We have a ton.
Carly, I have a fifth wheel. Can you help me dispo it?
I can. Send me the details.
Okay.
Go to buildinganempire.io, do deals with me.
Okay.
It says I need buyers. Put it in there, else I won't get it anywhere else. I'll lose it. It'll be a disaster.
Help me find buyer for my.
RV.
Help me find a
Those
buyer.
the wording needs to be updated. It's really shitty wording. I need to fix
I want
it.
to buy an RV. Is it help me find a buyer for real estate? But
Let me go look. Hold on.
Okay.
We're in the process of updating this.
I want to sell my RV.
Yes,
that.
I want to sell your RV.
Okay. Got
Hey,
it.
Teresa, there's a lot of, she asked a question about how to skip trace. There's a lot of skip tracing services out there. Guys, what's one of the ones that you have used in the past?
I like direct skip.
I think there's Titan Skip. It's really, once you get a list, that you're ready to skip trace, you just take it to one of those companies and you can upload it, and then they'll skip trace it for you. Just remember that you get what you pay for. If you pay for the cheapest skip tracing, you're going to get the cheapest skip tracing, so it may not be 100% accurate.
Yep.
I use. How did I not do spaces? I use KindSkip, PropStream, Best Skip Tracer, and Skip Genie.
Are they good?
I just saw
What?
the text message.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we talk about that text, or is that a to
I
be
don't know
determined?
yet. I think I have to wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
KindSkip. What's cool about KindSkip though is you can pull the list from them. Like they'll give you the list and skip trace it. So when we did the Prop AI challenge or the whatever that is, I just went to KindSkip and I said, hey, this is what I want. And that to me was a big help. And then PropStream to me is like smaller list. I can just pull a small list, skip trace it through PropStream. I have decent luck. Best Skip Tracer, I use them for LLCs. So if you get a list of, let's say, buyers, fix and flip buyers that buy in an LLC, you can pull that list and go to Best Skip, and they will give you the contact information for them. And then like deep dive skip tracing, I use Skip Genie and they cost a little bit more, like Don was saying. Skip Genie will give you like everybody's phone number that they're related to and everybody who's ever lived at that house. So like, I'll skip trace Dawn Walker's house. It will give me her phone number, her mom's phone number, her sister's phone number, her grandma's phone number, anybody who else has lived at that house, I'll get their phone number.
That guy who lived there for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
Thanks for that, Mike. Appreciate that.
Wow.
Myron, what did you think of KindSkip tracing? The results of it. I did love the filters. They had some really unique filters there, which I thought were kind of cool. What was the quality that you found of KindSkip tracing?
It's about average, in my opinion. I stepped away and I made a call to a guy that we got from KindSkip. So I'd say, it's about average, like probably 70% good. But I only did one of the numbers so far. You know what I mean? Like you get like 3 or 4 numbers. I've only done one, and I'm getting leads from it.
Good. If you were to want to do a really deep dive, would you use like Skip Matrix or something like that?
Skip Genie.
Skip Genie, that's what it was. Yeah.
Still pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's not too crazy. But there's other ones that are like government level. Some people will, if you pay them enough money, they'll find if they're in jail, they'll find where those people are. Probate in jail. If you can make $200,000, you would probably do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Guys, I got to pop off. Grab my kids. Have a great weekend.
Good luck on your meeting.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll see you
later.
next week.
See ya.